Hello everyone, it's Datalytics. Ever wish you could turn transactions like this into a clear financial report like this in seconds? If you've ever struggled with separate transaction records and the list of account categories, you know how confusing it can get. All your transactions are recorded in one place, and the categories help organize them, but trying to combine them manually is a real headache. In this video, I'll show you a fast, smart way to merge these data sets in Power Query, so you can go from scattered data to a ready-to-use report in just a few clicks. For this tutorial, I'll be using a dummy data set. You can download it from the description below to follow along. We have two sheets: GL transactions, showing all the transactions in the business, and charts of accounts, listing account names and categories. Many people would link these using VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP, but we are going to do it faster and smarter with Power Query. We'll begin with a new worksheet. You want to make sure your source sheets are closed, otherwise Excel will throw an error when trying to load them into Power Query. Now let's get started. We'll begin by locating Get Data in the Data tab. This is what we use to connect to external files. Click on it, then since our data is an Excel file, select from File, then from Excel Workbook. This opens your computer folder. Go ahead and select your file. Mine is called General Ledger Account. Click Import, and this loads the data into the Power Query Navigator. Now, since we have two sheets and we want both, check Select Multiple Items, then select GL Transactions and Charts of Account. You can preview them on the side. Next, click Transform Data. This opens the Power Query editor where all the magic happens. Looking at the Charts of Account sheet, notice the headers are part of the first row, and we don't want that. To fix it, go to Use First Row as Headers and click it. Now everything is properly structured. Next, we'll merge both sheets together. Go to the GL Transactions sheet. This will be our main table. Under the Home tab, locate the Combine section. Then click on Merge Queries. Here, you see two options. Merge Queries will merge the table directly into your current sheet, while Merge Queries as New create a completely new table with the merged data. In this case, I'll be using Merge Queries as New, so I can keep my original tables unchanged. I'll select that, and this opens up the Merge dialog box. We already have our transactions table selected. Next, choose Charts of Accounts. Now we need a common field to link both tables. In this case, we'll use the account ID. I'll go ahead to select it in both tables. For the join type, we'll use left outer join. This keeps all transactions and brings in matching details from the account list. At the bottom, you will see the match summary. Mine shows that all 200 rows are matched. Click OK. Now we have a new table. It contains all the transaction data plus a new column from the chart of accounts. Click the expand arrow icon on that column. I will be selecting only account name and category since I already have the account ID from the other sheet. I'll also uncheck Use Original Column Name as Prefix. Click OK. And just like that, the data is expanded with the selected columns from the accounts table. Now everything we need is in one table. I'll rename this to Complete Transaction. Next, let's load the data. At the top left, I'll select the Close and Load drop-down. Here, we have two options: Close and Load. This will load all sheets into Excel, which I usually avoid unless I want everything loaded. Instead, I'll choose Close and Load To, which gives more control over how the data is loaded. This opens a dialog box where you can choose how to load your data, like a table, pivot table, pivot chart, or only create connection. Since I don't want to load all the sheets, I'll select only create connection, then click OK. Now, this opens a sidebar showing all my data sets as connections. From here, I can choose exactly what to load. I'll right-click on Complete Transaction, select Load To, choose Table, then click OK. And this loads just that merged data into Excel as a table. table. And there we have it, our data loaded into Excel. I'll quickly rename the sheet and apply a clean table style. If you watch my videos, you already know I like to keep it simple. And just like that, we now have a clean, structured data set ready for analysis. I'll make a few quick adjustments to the amount column and we're good to go. Now let's make our data even more useful by extracting the month and year from our date column. We can do this directly in Power Query. Select anywhere in your table, then go to the Query tab and click Edit. This takes us back to the Power Query editor. Now, select the Date column, then go to the Add Column tab. Click on Date, then Month, then Name of Month. This creates a new column with the month names. Next, we'll do the same for the year. Go to the Date, then Year again, and this adds another column for the year. To keep things organized, I'll move both columns next to the Date column. Just hold down Ctrl plus Shift and drag them into position. Now that we are done, go back to the Home tab and click Close and Load. You'll notice that Close and Load to is grayed out. This is because the data has already been loaded before. Click Close and Load and your table updates with the new month and year columns. Next, let's quickly add totals. Go to Table Design, then check Total Row. Under the Amount column, select Sum. If you see these hash symbols, it just means the column isn't wide enough. Simply expand it and your values will appear correctly. I'll clean this up a bit, adjust the formatting, and now you can see how much more structured and analysis ready our transaction data looks. Finally, I'll go ahead and save my file. Now that we've merged both tables, let's take it a step further and turn this into a simple financial report using slicers and pivot tables. Select anywhere in your table. Go to the Table Design tab and click Insert Slicer. This brings up all the columns available in your data set. For this report, I'll select year, month name, category, and account name. Then click OK. And just like that, we now have interactive slicers added to our sheet. You can place these anywhere, but I prefer to keep them at the top for a cleaner layout. So I'll insert a few rows and move the slicers up. Now let's quickly format them. Select a slicer, go to the Slicer tab and adjust the layout. I'll increase the number of columns to make it more compact. And for account name, I'll increase it further so it fits nicely across the top. I'll also update the color. Let's go with something brighter to make it stand out a bit more. You can use these slicers to filter your data instantly. You can drill down by month, category, or account name, and your report updates automatically. This makes exploring your financial data faster, cleaner, and much more interactive. Still within the Table Design tab, we can also create a quick summary using a pivot table. Click on Summarize with Pivot Table. In the dialog box, select New Worksheet, then click OK. This creates a pivot table in a new sheet. I'll rename this to Summary Data. On the right, you will see the pivot table field, which contains all the columns from our data set. Here, I'll select account name and amount. And just like that, we get a summary of total amounts by account. Let's create another one. Go back to the main table, click Summarize with Pivot Table again, but this time choose Existing Worksheet. Select a location in the summary data sheet, then click OK. For this pivot table, I'll use category and amount to get a higher level summary. Now I'll clean this up a bit. Rename the headers and apply a better design from the Design tab to make it more presentable. Next, let's add slicers here as well. Go to the Pivot Table Analyze tab, click Insert Slicer and select year and month name. Click OK, then move them to the top and format them just like before to keep everything consistent. And there you have it, an interactive financial report where you can filter your data at any level using slicers. To make this look even more professional, let's remove the background grid lines. Go to the View tab and uncheck grid lines. This gives your report a much cleaner and more polished look. You can do the same for the main transaction sheet as well. And just like that, we've built a complete financial financial report that's clean, interactive, and easy to analyze. I hope you learned something valuable from this video. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming tutorials. Thank you for watching till the end, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.